Hello, I'm Venus O'Hara and welcome to another Vlogmas video. Today I wanted to talk about Christmas, seeing as that's why people do Vlogmas, during the lead up to Christmas. I wasn't doing it for Christmas though, but I thought I would talk about it nonetheless because I've been getting a lot of comments on my video called Why I Hate Christmas that I did 2 years ago for Vlogmas in 2020. I wanted to share with you why I am not dreading Christmas this year. So if you're someone who doesn't enjoy Christmas and you want to think about how to not have such a bad time, then hopefully this video might inspire you. And the reason why I'm not dreading Christmas this year is not because I've become all Christmassy and loving it. That's not the case at all. I would say now I'm a bit more apathetic and indifferent towards Christmas. I don't really care about it too much. But the main reason why I'm not dreading it is because I have made massive efforts to improve my social life over the last 12 months. I think this is because I think it's also an aftermath or a thing that was provoked by the pandemic, because I felt extreme loneliness during the pandemic. But even prior to the pandemic, I was always quite a workaholic. So I spent so much time and effort and on my work. Yes, I'm definitely a workaholic, to the point where I didn't have any balance in my life. And I was also working at weekends, which meant that I wasn't really investing in friendships or in my social circles or even in my personal life, which is a bit kind of ironic given that my work is about sexuality, which is definitely something that's in your personal life. So, and that felt also that I was lacking a bit of integrity, not having a personal life sometimes. So anyway, this year I have made huge efforts in my personal life and in my social life. And one of the things I did was I created a group called Barcelona Conscious Connections on the Meetup app. And this group, we meet once a week. Well, it could be more sometimes. And usually we go for dinners and we have these icebreaker questions on the table so that the conversations are quite entertaining, deep, and sometimes, and fun as well, definitely. So we're not just talking about what's your name, where you from, what do you do, there's a bit more depth to our encounters. And also I have some other organizers of the group, some who organize kirtan events, which is singing yoga, some yoga events, and what else have I done? And then some love coaching events as well. So there's been a whole range of different conscious activities for us to connect with other people who are in need of a conscious connection. And our group is mainly made up of expats. So it's people who are in a similar situation. And also the word conscious attracts people who are interested in something deeper than just going out and getting wasted, which is not what I want to do at all, because I'm a sober vegan. Yeah, so that can be a bit tricky in certain social circles. But for me, when December used to come in the past, I used to feel I used to look at my life outside work and just not really like what I was seeing. And I was thinking I need to make more effort next year. But also being a freelancer, that made things a bit more difficult, because it's sometimes difficult to know when to stop when you're working constantly. You don't have paid holidays like many people do, people who have normal working contracts. So that wasn't my case at all. I had to keep on going. Well, I didn't have to. But now I've made a conscious effort to stop and relax and really cultivate a social life. So I recommend anyone who feels who resonates with this in the fact that they are maybe working too much and not enough emphasis on their personal life, to actually check out this website this app called meetup.com. I think it's it's more popular in some places than others, but I know in Barcelona it's quite popular. Or things like Eventbrite. I think it's a really good idea to, if you can't find the group that you are dreaming of, to actually create it. And I didn't feel as though I was someone who was a natural leader before I created this group. But I'm really evolving in leaps and bounds as a leader and an event organizer. So I'm really, really enjoying this new phase of my life as well. And organizing an event is not as difficult as you might think. And often you find that other people are very appreciative of your efforts because they really needed it, but they might not have the bit of the oomph to kind of do it themselves. So that's something I really recommend. And what else have I been doing? So I've also been attracting a lot more quality friendships in my life as well, which means I'm really having fantastic weekends full of activities with people that inspire me, that are loyal to me, and who are entertaining to me. So I'm really, really having a lot of fun there. And so I'm actually looking forward to having the time off over the Christmas period and actually bonding with these people that are in my life right now. So that's something that I think is very, very, very important. Because there are so many people who are single and child-free, which is another thing that makes my group so successful, is that I think some people who are single and child-free can feel a little bit left out sometimes, especially at times at like Christmas. I don't think it's any easier for people who do have their own families. I think they have their own set of struggles as well. They might be a little bit different. But I think loneliness is something that affects many, many, many people. So I think instead of just being on your own and feeling sorry for yourself, it's actually to connect and try and find your tribe. Definitely. It's definitely working for me. Another thing that really helps me around the Christmas period is the fact that I do not have a TV. No TV here, and there's no decorations. Definitely do not need that in my house. I would rather have a spare room full of sex toys than Christmas decorations taking up space the rest of the year. I actually went to a friend's house last week who has children, and we went to buy a Christmas tree and decorate it, which was nice to take part in someone else's Christmas rituals. But it was such a different world from the world I'm in, and it just made me think about all the spending that happens at Christmas. And I've definitely opted out of that. I think all my friends know not to expect any presents from me, and all my relatives know not to expect any cards from me. Maybe a message or a phone call or something like that. Or if I'm in the same space as them, then I will definitely spend time with them. But I think there's a lot of extra expense at Christmas, and I only have extra expense for myself. And I have I always get myself a really cool massage or some kind of spa pampering treatment around Christmas, and not just at Christmas, other times of the year as well, but especially around those dates of, let's say, New Year's Eve or Christmas Eve. Obviously, it can be a bit tricky on Christmas Eve because here in Spain, where I am, in Barcelona, that's the big celebration. It's 24th in the evening, and the streets are deserted. Everyone is with their family, and I found that to be quite depressing the first years I was here, even though I don't have an association of the 24th being very Christmassy. It's mainly 25th when you're in the UK, whereas 25th is a bit more like a normal day here. But I remember the first few years I was here, I just felt so, oh my God, what's my life about? Whereas everyone has these rituals and traditions that they do every year, and I just don't. And also, so not having a TV and investing in my social life, those are things that have definitely helped me. Not just getting presents for myself, not sending any cards. But one really, really cool thing I'm doing this year that I haven't done before is that I'm going to be helping a homeless charity on Christmas Eve this year. So I'm really, really looking forward to that. And it's something that's been on my to-do list for a very, very long time. And I'm so thrilled to be doing it this year. I'm doing it with a friend. And so I'll be spending time with friends and also feeling useful and not thinking about my own my own shortcomings in my life. Not that I'm really thinking about that now in general, but I do think it's good to remember that there are always people who are worse off, who don't even have a warm bed to sleep in, and have some gratitude for all of the things that are okay in your life, definitely. So I'd recommend doing that. And I've also talked about this in a different video called Why I Hate Christmas, which has been getting a lot of views and comments lately. And in that video, I talked about going to a retreat at Christmas, which I think is a wonderful thing to do as well. And I'll definitely do that in the future. And I know that one friend that I met at this yoga retreat goes on an amazing retreat every single Christmas as a present to herself. I think that's a great thing to do as well. So if you're feeling down for whatever reason, never always remember to indulge in some self-love and pampering and all of that. Yeah, so that's how I am escaping the Christmas blues, or overcoming the Christmas blues this year, is incredible social life, not being part of the Christmas thing at all, no TV, no decorations, and also doing something for someone else who's less fortunate. And I'm actually looking forward to it this year. And also I'm going to be really appreciative of the time off and connecting with the people in my social and personal life. So there we have it. What about you? If you don't like Christmas, or if you'd like have any tips about how to overcome the Christmas blues, then please don't hesitate to leave a comment in the comment section below. And I'll be back tomorrow for some more Vlogmas. Thanks for watching.